Our third game today involves two of England's successful European clubs over the past week. Liverpool, who won in Spain this week, now meeting Derby County, who had that sparkling victory over Real Madrid. So Anfield is our next stop for a game with a lot of prestige to it and with a nasty flare-up towards the end. Granada's cameras were there. The commentators, Gerald Sinstadt, Liverpool are in the all-dark strip.
Phil Neal to take it. Keegan. Handball by Newton, involuntary. Keegan's head yet again, and Toshack on the turn! Keegan's head does the trick. The long ball finds him. He flicks it off, and Toshack pivots and hits it with his left foot. Quarter of an hour into the second half, 1-0 still to Liverpool. Derby bringing on Davis to see if he can produce something more up front. Gemmell away, Charlie George down injured. Technically offside, Lee still going on and putting it in the net. Referee has allowed the goal. Charlie George technically in an offside position, but couldn't be interpreted as interfering with play. The ball knocked through, chased by Lee, and in the most economical of movements, tucked into the net. Gemmell to George, on for Davis. Davis brought down by Thompson, right on the edge of the area. Penalty, says George. Free kick, says the referee. Now, I would have thought that that was probably either outside or just on the line, and that was a timely intervention by Francis Lee. It was also a timely tackle by Phil Thompson, but whether it was entirely commendable is another matter altogether. It looked very much as though he was beaten, and that was what professionals call a professional foul. 5 men in the firing line, and a lot of big kickers on the Derby side, but it looks as though the man we might expect to see is Charlie George. Clements looking for a view. Rioch is replacing the ball, but he can kick it as hard as George, and it might well be either of them. Rioch, charged down by Cormac, and there's a fight breaking out. Referee getting in amongst them, and really, what is this all about? Well, it's calmed down as soon as it's begun, but what a disgraceful scene. The linesman has spotted something and is talking to the referee. Ferment on the Kop. But Mr. Bailey, the linesman from Stockport on the near side, spotted an incident and is calling them back for a free kick, I think, to Liverpool. And whatever it was, no further action. I certainly didn't see what started it, but suddenly everybody was in. Thompson. Back pass, Davis, down he goes, no penalty. The Derby players clustering round Mr. Stiles, and they'll do well to stay out of it now. McFarlane sending Todd away, and Todd is going to be booked. McFarlane furious, because Todd then must surely have sworn at the referee. That was why McFarlane was so angry. Very tricky situation there for Mr. Stiles. He must have been under a lot of pressure there, and I think he made the right decision. having just turned down a penalty appeal, I think rightly, because the incident was committed just outside the box when Thompson tripped Davis. Davis again was through and was brought down in the box, but in my view that wasn't a penalty either. But the two incidents so close together in a game which has suddenly become explosive, making a situation which makes you feel a good deal of sympathy for referees.
Well, it finished 1-1, but what about those Derby County penalty appeals that also had the knock-on effect of Colin Todd getting his name in the referee's book? Both of the incidents, of course, involve Roger Davis. And here's the first one coming up now as Davis takes this ball. He was onside, a nicely timed run, in fact. Phil Thompson is after him, but look, he makes contact with Davis outside the area. And although Roger Davis falls inside the box, that doesn't matter. The incident occurred outside the area and the referee, Keith Starr's, absolutely right not to give a penalty, to give a free kick. I'm not quite so sure about this second one, though. What a poor back pass that was there, and Davis quickly onto it. Ray Clements out of his goal, but watch Clements and Davis's right leg there. Looked to me as though he might just have got a touch on Davis's leg there, and it looked suspiciously like a penalty to me. Davis there can't believe he hasn't got one. But like a blooming good sportsman, he gets up and says to Ray Clements, well, you got away with that one.